what in the world 200 Bonkerball facts.
250 Bonkerball facts. And we are on the section called Huh? On the map. Do you recognize that? What is on the map?
A moon.
The moon is on the map of Australia. That's pretty silly. How about this? Do you recognize this state? It's the state you live in. You had it. I heard you.
California?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get going on Wow in the World Bonkerball facts about what's on the map. Africa is the only continent that touches all 4 hemispheres.
What a hemisphere.
Well, if you took the globe and you divided it in half, both this way and that way, you would have 4 hemispheres. Or, well...
So, like...
Yeah?
And then China would be in 4 pieces.
I guess if you divided it directly at China. But they divide it at arbitrary lines like 0 degrees latitude and 0 degrees longitude.
So like right here on this line?
Yeah, like that would be the equator, right?
So they cut it at the equator?
Yeah.
They would cut the equator?
People just decided where it should start, and they put a 0 at that spot. So the equator is where it starts on the longitude, and the green, the GMT line is like where it starts latitude-wise. Cool. Okay, so let's go. Africa is the only continent that touches all 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western hemispheres. Booyah! All 4 hemispheres, says Africa.
So what does that mean?
Nothing. It's arbitrary. 90% of the human population lives in the northern hemisphere. Wow, 90% of the population lives north? That's probably because most of the land is up there, right?
Yeah.
All right. And almost all of the world's fresh water is in Antarctica. You know what? I bet 90% of the penguin population lives in the southern hemisphere, though. What do you think?
Maybe so much people want to get photos of penguins.
Well, they would have to travel from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere to do that. They're in opposite hemispheres. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, more water for us, say the penguins, since the humans aren't up there. Did you know that Australia is 373 miles, 600 kilometers wider than the moon? Whoa. Australia is wider than the moon. In the Philippines, there...
Is it the smallest continent?
Maybe? I don't know. In the Philippines, there is an island within a lake on an island within a lake on an island. Okay, so there's an island with in a lake with an island in a lake. Wow, that's interesting. And that's in the Philippines! I wonder what they call that. It's not an atoll. Well, maybe we'll have to look it up. This says, "Help! I'm sinking!" The Dead Sea is sinking at an average of 3 feet, 1 meter per year. That's interesting. Now, Mount Everest is considered the tallest mountain in the world, and it could fit inside the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the ocean. Whoa, that's a deep trench in the ocean. This is called Chimborazo, is the highest point on the earth, but Mount Everest is the tallest mountain. The smallest country in the world is called Vatican City. It's called a city, even though it's the smallest country in the world. Interesting. Smallest country in the world, says Guy Raz and Mindy. Reporting from the smallest country in the world. Do you think you'll ever visit the smallest country in the world, Apollo?
Yeah, because there'll be no people.
I'm not sure that's why you would visit, but okay. Let's talk about Russia. Russia is so wide that it spans 11 time zones. Man, you'd have to change your watch a lot. Now, let's talk about California. More people, Apollo, live in the state of California than the entire country of Canada. Whoa. We've got a populated state. California. But Canada is still the second largest country in the world? Is it? I don't know. Well, maybe in land mass.
Yeah, but not people mass.
Yeah. Reno, Nevada is farther west than Los Angeles, California. Whoa. That's a strange thing to know. And that's just because, look, here it is west. Guy Raz says, "What? I didn't know that." Huh? There's a big huh here. Huh is understood in more languages around the world than any other term. So if you went to Japan and you went, huh? 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 Would they understand you?
No.
They might. "We run this town," says the kitty cat. Huh? There are 11 cat islands in Japan where cats outnumber people. Cats outnumber people? That would be crazy.
I would not like to be in Japan because then you and I,
Allergic to them, yeah.
we would get really allergic.
Yeah, we'd have to chase those cats right out of town.
Yeah, we might have to make a cat trap, a bunch of cat traps in our front yard and in our backyard.
Yeah. All right, let's go on. The last Bonkerball facts about the world. Canada bound. Detroit, Michigan is here. And Windsor, Ontario is actually below Detroit, Michigan. So that's strange. Canada kind of dips into the United States. Then this bird says, who's that, Reggie?
Yep.
Reggie says, "You can reach Windsor, Ontario in Canada by driving south from Detroit, Michigan." Bonkerballs! Mindy says, "I'm in Europe." Guy Raz says, "I'm in Asia." This is a bridge to the other continent.
What?
Yeah, Istanbul, Turkey is one of the few cities in the world that spans 2 continents. It exists in 2 places at once. Bonkerballs! Now we're on to Bonkerball weather facts. Down here, it says 130 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot.
Hey, you and I were talking about light.
Yeah, but that's not about weather. This is about weather.
Well, light is about weather.
How so?
Rainbows.
Yeah, that's true. Rainbows are created by light reflecting through raindrops, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if they talk about that. The coldest temperature ever officially recorded was minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa.
That is extremely cold. Or, in other words, minus 89.2 degrees Celsius.
That could put a wall in an ice block.
That would turn anybody into an ice block. Yeah. Mindy says, "Cold one today, huh?" She seems fairly relaxed for it to be minus 89 degrees.
Maybe she's laying against the heater.
She's got something going on. All right.
Oh, wait. I think it's an extreme
extreme hibernation?
Yeah, extreme hibernation jacket.
Oh, maybe. All right, let's see what other Bonkerball weather facts exist. The Kawah Ian volcano in Indonesia shoots out blue flames.
That is incredible.
Yeah, Ian, yeah.
Shoots out blue?
That must be very hot flames.
Yeah.
At the mouth of the Catatumbo River in Venezuela, there is a lightning storm that rages for up to 300 nights each year.
Whoa.
Wow is right. This phenomenon has been happening.
Bonkerballs.
That is Bonkerballs. Then this phenomenon has been happening for 100 or hundreds of years.
Whoa. That's super bonk.
The lightning bolts are like, when do I get a day off? And then the bolt says, this never gets old. Shooting from the ground to the cloud, I'm a lightning bolt, yeah.
Well, lightning bolts and humble is like, why do I never get to do my job?
Yeah, we don't get much here, huh?
Yeah.
I need a break, says this lightning bolt. Well, I'm glad I don't live there. I wouldn't want to see lightning every day.
You would get a power outage every single 100 years.
Yeah, Catatumbo River. All right, let's go on to the desert. In 525 BCE, a sandstorm buried thousands of soldiers in an Egyptian desert. Oh, poor soldiers. What were they doing out in the desert?
Searching for an old man.
Yeah, well, they became the old men for sure. In 1684, it was so cold that the River Thames in London froze solid for 2 months. Whoa. That's pretty amazing because I've been to London and that river I would be shocked to see frozen. But apparently it happened.
It was frozen for 2
months, yeah. That's crazy, huh?
That's Bonkerballs.
I think Mindy wants fancies a skate on that river.
All of these are Bonkerballs.
Yeah. Well, we're used to water falling from the sky, but there are several accounts of other objects, such as, guess what fell from the sky, Apollo?
What?
Fish and frogs raining down from above, too.
What?
How do you think that happened? How did fish and frogs?
Maybe when the water was a frog and a fish, some frogs and fish were on that piece of water.
I've got another idea.
What?
Maybe a tornado picked them up and shot them out. And they fell from the sky like rain. Yeah, maybe. All right. The average raindrop falls at a speed between 15 and 20 miles per hour. That is 24 to 32 kilometers per hour. That's fairly fast, but I should be able to outrun it because I am speedy. How about you?
Me too.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I can't run that fast.
What?
A raindrop.
Oh.
Do you think you could do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the hottest temperature recorded on Earth was in a place called Furnace Creek in Death Valley, California. And in August of 2020, the mercury hit 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa.
That is 54.4 degrees Celsius, which is very, very stinking hot. Only half an inch last night. Says this woman, observing her rainwater collector, one of the oldest weather measuring devices was the rain gauge, and it was first used by people in ancient Greece and in India in 500 BCE. Yeah, wow, that's pretty amazing. All right. Do you think you could survive in 130 degree Fahrenheit weather like that?
No.
Furnace Creek? Yeah, no, it wouldn't be fun, that's for sure. It takes about 8 minutes for the sun's light to reach the earth. Did you know that?
What?
So the light we're seeing when we see the light hitting earth from the sun is 8 minutes old. It was created 8 minutes before.
That's Bonkerballs.
That is Bonkerballs. So if you see the sunlight go out in the middle of the day,
It's 8 years old.
well, if it disappears, that's trouble. Uh-oh. All right.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
The sun is
But you
dead?
wouldn't know if the sun went away for 8 minutes, because the light 8 minutes before it went away would still be traveling to Earth. Whoa.
But But maybe just on a different continent.
Maybe. Because, let's go on, this is Jakarta. Because of the rising sea levels, the Indonesian capital of Jakarta, home to 10 million people, is sinking as much as 9.8 inches every year. Whoa, global warming and is causing this island nation to sink almost 10 inches a year. Whoa. Dude, if that happened here, we could have beachfront property soon. Yeah. I'm kidding. All right.
That's not cool.
That wouldn't be a good thing. You're right. It wouldn't be. All right. Let's see. There's more where I came from. This is called a tornado. See this big spiraling cloud? It's the #1 tornado capital of the world. Where is that? The United States. That's where.
What? We live in the United States.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a good thing there's no tornadoes in the United States.
But there are, and we are the #1. The United States experiences an estimated 75% of all the world's tornadoes. That's more than 1,000 tornadoes every year.
That's Bonkerballs.
The good news is not where we live.
Yeah.
In the Midwest mostly, and the east, southeast. Now,
mostly in the hot parts.
yeah. So guess what? It almost never snows. And guess where? Where penguins live.
What?
Where do they live?
In Antarctica.
Yeah, it almost never snows in Antarctica. In fact...
Then how is it so snowy?
Well, it's just frozen water, and it's cold. And guess what? In fact, it is one of the driest places on Earth. So even though it's so cold, it's considered a desert.
What?
Because...
That's Bonkerballs.
Yeah. Now you can tell, to within a degree or so, how hot it is at any given point by a cricket's chirps per minute.
What?
What I mean by that, says Guy Raz, is derp, derp, derp. I think he's saying 90 degrees and sunny. Mindy says, I could have told you that. So if it's chirping faster, it means he's 90 degrees and sunny. And if he's chirping slower, it's cold as ice. Or not chirping at all. Do we hear much chirping?
No.
No, our crickets and stuff go like this. Chirp, it's 50 degrees, I'm so cold. Chirp.
And also, we did an experiment with frogs, and they almost croaked all night.
Yeah.
But I had a superpower.
But that's when we warmed them up, right? That's where we gave them some incubator heat and let them warm up.
What?
Yeah, because they were warm inside in the house.
Yeah. And also, but they only croaked when we put on the rain music.
Ah, because they like the water. Yes. All right, we're almost there. It says, I'm thirsty. The longest drought on record has lasted for 14 years in Africa.
What?
That's a long drought. In northern Chile.
I bet whoever lives in Africa.
Oh wait, I misread that. That's not. It's not Africa. It's Arica in northern Chile. Arica.
I bet whoever lives in Ilka would hate.
They would probably love rain. They're probably trying to do rain dances and be like, "Rain gods, please send us some precipitation."
Yeah.
Oh.
But the sun god, me.
You're the sun god?
Yeah, my name's the
Oh,
sun god.
because your name's Apollo. All right, well.
But because the sun god will just keep being like, no, I'm gonna keep blasting you with sun.
I'm drying up all your rain.
I'm just gonna keep blasting you with sunlight until you stop doing rain dances.
All right, well, enough of your sun god hubris. Let's go on and read that during this time, not a single drop of rain fell for 14 years in Arica, Chile. But guess what? Another event of the weather. An earthquake in December of 1811 caused parts of the Mississippi River to flow backwards. What? That's a strong earthquake.
Bonkerballs.
And in 2021, Hurricane Ida caused the same thing. Totally bonkerballs.
Yeah.
Now, the air located around a lightning bolt is heated to around 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 30,000 degrees Celsius.
Whoa.
Man, that's almost as hot as Daddy is. This is this is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Whoa.
And about 8 million lightning strikes happen around the world every day.
Sun?
Yeah, 5 times hotter than the sun. In fact, it's a good thing Mom's as hot as the sun and Dad's about 5 times hotter, huh?
Dada.
Ha ha! All right. About 8 million lightning strikes happen around the world every single day, Apollo. Did you know that?
What?
8 million. And the sun says, ow, ow, ow! That lightning's hot, hot, hot! We are almost done with the weather. Just a big 5-day forecast from NASA. And all they see is rain, rain, rain. The NASA Vehicle Assembly Building in Titusville, Florida is huge. It has its own weather. A building has its own weather? Bonkerballs.
Yeah.
Should we go on with technology or save it, Apollo?
Save it.
It's time to save the technology! Adios, Internet!